Hey guys, what is up? Shady here, and welcome to the new game that I downloaded like a second ago, Kerbal. So, and before talking, I'm just gonna go into settings here. And to be honest, I haven't played this game never ever in my life. I'm I think that this game is gonna be really hard. Well, yeah, look, you can see already. Like you're. I think your goal is to like speed around the map to North Pole and all that stuff, but I don't even know if I get past like the BS. Well, I'm actually not gonna skip the tutorials because I don't know how to play this game. So anyway, let's just start reading. Welcome to the vehicle assembly building. This brief tutorial will teach you the basics of building a space-worthy craft. You can drag this window around if it gets in the way. Press next to continue. Press next. The first step in building a spacecraft is selecting a command module to use module. Don't know how to say it. I'm gonna be saying module. Correct me if you can somehow. I don't know how, but just right. Never mind. The command module is where the crew sits and flies the ship from. To select a command module, simply double click one of the available modules on the screen. Select a command module to continue. Vehicle assembly tutorial. Adding parts. Vehicle construction is done by adding parts from the list to the left onto the building area here. Try grabbing a solid booster and dropping it under the capsule. Press next when done. A what? A solid booster. Is there such a thing as a solid booster? Yeah, solid field booster. Yeah. Vehicle assembly tutorial. Adding parts. As you can see, parts will snap to nearby attach points. Those are indicated by those glowing spheres that appear whenever a part is dragged. Press next to continue. Press next. And okay, parts are organized in categories according to their functions. Each category will hold its own list of parts. Click on the Structural and Aerodynamics tab on the top left corner of the screen. Press next window. Okay, so command and control. Structure and okay, next. Some parts like winglets don't need to be attached onto attach points. They will stick to the surface of any part that can hold them. Try adding a winglet to the booster. You just added it whilst what? Whatever. Try adding a winglet to the booster. It will stick to wherever the mouse cursor is pointing. Press next when you're done. So what do I need? I need a winglet booster. A winglet booster. What's a winglet booster? Is this a winglet booster? Description. Nothing is really known about this thing. Use it at your own risk. That's fucking good. Oh, I'm trying to winglet to the booster. Okay, so um um. No, I'm gonna use this because it says like at your own risk, and you know what I'm saying. I like trying stuff at my own risk. Where did I put this? God, this looks so bad. So you only add one, okay. Now that one winglet, there will probably be unbalanced. The rocket. What? Okay. Now that one winglet, there will probably unbalance the rocket. If there were another winglet on the other side, it would be unbalanced again. Hold down the right mouse. Okay, the right mouse button to pan camera around the ship to get it to face the opposite side. Add another winglet, press next when done. Okay, so is that the exact same size? Yeah, it is, that'll be okay. Vehicle assembly to okay, removing parts. Removing unwanted parts is as simple as grabbing a part from the ship and dropping it back onto the parts. The list part cannot attach to the ship, it will become frozen, so you can pick it up later to reposition or delete it. Alternatively, you can press the delete key to eliminate it. Keep in mind that a part that has other parts attached to them will also take them along when you move it. Also, mind that frozen parts will not be launched along with the ship. Okay, so right now it's stuff that I actually did though. Vehicle assembly. Okay. Try removing the booster you just added. This will remove the winglets. Press next one down. So how do you remove it? First, remove the part. How do you remove it? I want a part. Simply grab um, I was grabbing the ship and dropping it. Oh my god. Good. Rockets are actually a stack of several rocket engines, boosters, fuel tanks. Those are called those are called stages. As a rocket climbs and accelerates, it jettisons jettisons away the spent fuel tanks and boosters, and other engines further up the stack are ignited. Next, we'll go through the basics of building a multi-stage craft. Oh my god! I don't even know how to make a rocket. The main tool for creating a multi-stage spacecraft is the decoupler part. This can be found under the structural and aerodynamic. When a decoupler is activated, it separates itself from the ship and it takes along whatever it is connected to. Trying a stack decoupler just underneath the command capsule. So it's stacks. Yeah. As you may have noticed, already. When a part is added to the ship, an icon is also added to the list on the right side of the screen. This list represents the sequence of your spacecraft when flying. You will go for the sequence from bottom to top, all parts under each number tab together. Note also that adding a decoder also add more number tabs to add more number tabs to the list. This is because the couplers will split their rocket when activated and all parts above it should be activated later. Okay, I think this is actually really like fun and interesting. If you happen to disagree with the way our engineers have laid out the staging sequence, you can change it by dragging its icons up and down. Each icon represents a part, and that part will only be activated when the stage is under is activated. For now, it's okay to leave the stack as it is. Okay. Now let's add a solid booster underneath the coupler you've placed. Note that it's will be in the stage just below the decouplers, meaning it will be activated first, then the decoupler, and so on. So we're gonna need a solid booster. Solid. Let's go. I'm actually really looking forward to making this amazing spaceship. Of course. Oh my god. Oh my god, this looks so cool. Next. We're we're nearly ready for our first flight. Now, the last thing we need is to consider what will happen once the engine runs fuck once the engine runs out and the ground starts getting closer again. We should think of a way to bring the ship down in such a way that it won't have to be dug out of the ground later. So let's add a parachute to the top of the command capsule. This is really smart. I like this. Right. Note that the parachute icon was added along the command capsule in the very last stage. This means it will only be activated and deployed after all the other parts of the ship are used up and jettisoned away. Okay, we're ready to test out that ship. Hit the launch button and head over to the launch pad. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna get this over to the launch pad. Come on. This is actually a really fun little thing. Let's go launch it. Flight training, okay. Welcome to the Kerbal Space Center launch facility. This tutorial will brief you on the basics of piloting a space. If you haven't yet done the vehicle assembly tutorial, it is recommended doing so before going through this one. If you're ready to go, press next. Flight 101. Basic controls. Flying a spacecraft is all about being in a control of a generally very chaotic situation. As a pilot, your main flight controls will affect the pitch and yaw of the ship. Let's look at those first. All the other controls will be locked until they're needed or this tutorial is closed. Is okay. Pitch. Pitch is the angle of the nose of the ship in relation of the horizon. A positive pitch angle means the nose is pointing upward, while a negative pitch angle means the nose is pointing towards the ground. You control the pitch of your ship throughout these keys. W is the pitch down and S is the pitch up. Try it now and notice the pitch indicator on the lower left side moves. Okay. To be honest, can't see nothing moving here. Right. Yaw is the rotation of the ship around its vertical axis. It is the side-to-side motion of the ship's nose. A positive yaw angle means the ship nose is turned to the right, while a negative angle means it's turned to the left. These are the keys that control yaw. A and D. Try now. Roll. A roll is the rotation of the ship around its longitudinal or front to back axis. It is the motion of leaning or banking to the left or right. The roll of your ships is controlled through these keys. Q and E, roll right. Okay, so, oh my god, I didn't even, what was the previous ones? A and D, so, D and S, so bad. This is really hard. Pitch run. By controlling the roll, pitch, and yaws together, you can keep the ship in control level side. Now, next, let's look at other flight controls. Oh my gosh, fucking too much reading. The throttle control affects the output power of the ship's engines. More throttle means more thrust, and therefore more speed and lifting power. Note that throttle throttle will only affect engines that can be throttled, like liquid engines. Solid boosters don't have any throttle control and will burn at top of capacity until their fuel runs out. Holding the ship at full throttle over a long period of time can cause the engines to overheat and will eventually explode. If that heat isn't managed, throttle is controlled by using phone keys. Left shift, throttle up, left control, throttle down. Give it a try. So left shift. You can actually see the wee blue thing. Okay, so W, S, W, S, Q. Oh, fuck, I forgot the. Well, who cares? I'm gonna do it anyway. And basic flight throttle plus pitch, roll, and yaw are the main controls you need to master for successful crash-free flight. Remember that all of these controls have a limited amount of effectiveness, so bigger, heavier ships will probably respond much more sluggishly to the controls than a little small one. It's also good to keep in mind that that as stages are separated from the ship, it will become lighter, therefore easier to control. Next, let's look at the rest of the flight controls. So much reading in this that I don't even know like what to do next. So flight controls, SAS stands for stability what the fuck augmentation systems. Although Kerbal astronauts usually refer to it as sickness avoidance thing thing I know. Whatever it stands for, what does it try to stop the ship from spinning around using the computer controlled auto torque torque work drive compensator. Holy shit, I'm only in second year. I don't know. Oh my god. This is just too much for my brain. To counteract the rotation of the ship, the MK1 command pod comes with a free trial version of the SAS system, which is less powerful than the dedicated SIS module, but is strong enough for a small ship. The SIS can be activated momentarily by holding down F key or throttled by pressing T key. Give it a try and notice that the SIS, the SAS force indicator that pops up. Where's the SAS thing? Pop up and the pod's icon. Right, so it's F, 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 T, T. Okay, next. This episode is really boring. It's all just reading. I know I'm really sorry, but it's good to know the basics. This flight controls or CS stands for reaction control system. It uses several small thrusters to help control the ship orientation and translation. The RCS can be activated by pressing OR key. Give it a try and notice the ORS. What is OR? Alright, okay, we'll go. Oh my god, hurry up. Launching a multi-stage spacecraft. In flight, all the planning you put into the staging sequence of your ship comes into practice. From launch to the final deployment of the descent parachutes, you will control the activation of the ship's parts by moving into the next stage. Space launch activate next stage. Notice stage indicator on the left corner. It shows blink and you'll be launching on time. Avionics and navigation. An important part of flying is knowing how your ship is oriented. Press the space bar. Anyway, a good pilot is always aware of the ship's attitude as it's called and its velocity vector. The the big round instrument on the lower center of the screen is called nav ball. This device sums up most of the critical information needed for proper depth-free flight. Here you see the ship noses in relation of the horizon as well as its head, compass, bearing, and speed. You can also get a green icon that shows where you're going. There. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm doing here. What's it? So, I just skipped this one. I really don't know. That's what I want to do, right? I just side. Time warp. On the upper left corner is the missile elapsed time met display. It shows the time since the ship left off. If you hover the mouse over the gauge, you will see the time warp control. In flight, time compression can be very useful in long missions. Click on the arrows and see how it works. Find that the highest time warp rates are only accessible when the ship is far enough into space. This is too smart for me. Camera controls. Map view. The orbital map view is another useful navigation feature in it. You can see your ship's position as well as your trajectory and other useful information. You can access the orbital and okay map view. Ready to launch. Hit space. Oh yes. Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna launch it in this episode. I'm gonna launch it in the next episode. This already has been too long for me. I'm gonna have to go over the instructions again. I can't remember nothing. So I know this has been a very boring episode, but don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Whatever. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe to become a Swifter today, and I will see you in the next one. This series is gonna be amazing, an amazing game, and I'll see you in the next one.